disciplined and patient market trader. I am calm and focused when trading. I understand, trader, that trading is a game of probabilities. I allow my trades to play or free of interference. Money flows to me easily and frequently from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I trust myself. All good things come to me. I deserve abundance. I am a disciplined trader. I always stick to my trading rules and my trading plan. I see the market clearly and objectively, free of bias. I am surrounded by money. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many different sources. I allow the universe to bless me with abundance now. I trust that I will create abundance. I am magnetic to money and it is magnetic to me. I move from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. I am becoming more and more prosperous every day. All right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. This is your boy Mark with the C. Blake, your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please do go ahead and drop a 111 in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. All right, I see those ones. I see those ones. What's going on, family? And to those of you who may be watching this on YouTube live, or maybe you're watching this a year from now, 10 years from now, welcome, 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 welcome. If you don't already know me, my name is Mark again with the C Blake, and we have been trading live on YouTube and live on Zoom for quite a number of years now with Beyond the Charts. And Beyond the Charts is a mentorship program, for those of you who may not know. And what we do here is help people to become profitable traders, teaching them the the proper mindset that's necessary in order to become a professional trader. So we don't just focus on technical skills, we also focus on the mental skills as well. And so if that is something that you may be interested in, go ahead and smash that like button. It does help the channel out a whole lot. And feel free to subscribe and turn your notification on so that anytime we go live, you can be notified. All right. Um, we are not giving any form of financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. That's the disclaimer here. So if you're going to be trading with us, also please understand that this may be a recording. We're not sure you're not going to be on the live markets if you're not trading with us right now. But what you will learn is how to actually look at the market to become a profitable trader, how to analyze the market to become a profitable trader, how to look at the market mentally to become a profitable trader. So with that being said, let us dive right in. Again, thank you to the folks who are on. Guys, if you came on earlier for the book club, I apologize for missing that. I'm telling you, I just couldn't make it for this one this morning, guys. Body just wouldn't allow it. So for that, I am extremely sorry. I do apologize, but we will hit it back tomorrow again. We're almost done with that book, by the way. We have about, let's see, one, two, three, four. We have about eight more sessions left before that book is done. And then we're going to be going on to the next book, Financial Peace University, guys. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. All right. So with that being said, let us dive right in. We're going to start off with the fundamentals of the market. We like to look at forexfactory.com to identify the news that we're going to be that's going to be affecting us today. And ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that you want to do, because this catches a lot of people, first thing you want to do is make sure that you are on the right day. See, this says saying today, September 26th. Well, it's actually the 27th. September is almost done. Wow. I can't believe it. We just got started. September is almost done. Today is the 27th. Wow, Wednesday the 27th. And I'm not seeing any red folders. That's usually what we look for. It is high impact news when we're looking for red folders, high impact news. And we're seeing here yellow folders and orange folders, which only indicate that we have low impact news and medium impact news. In order to figure out what the news is, what's Credit Suisse's economic expectations, you have to hit this folder right here, and that will open it up and let you know exactly what that news article, news piece is all about. Okay. So nothing affecting us right now. Let's swing on over to the currency strength meter and let's look at what's going on there. Again, like forexfactory.com, you want to click refresh if you've had the site up for a little while, and read the indicators like this. This is indicating that euro is very strong with a green arrow, means it's still climbing, it's getting stronger. USD, full bars, means it's strong. JPY, 6 bars, it's weaker than both. Why is this important? Because we actually like volatility here. You know, some people say, why do you like, why would you want to trade it? Isn't it dangerous? Why would you want to trade Forex? Isn't it volatile? Yes, that it is. And we are very grateful for it because without the volatility, there would be no movement in the market. And we make money when the market is going up, right? And we make money when the market is going down. So we need the market to move up and down. That's volatility, guys. So we want that. So when we have a pair like euro against the USD right now that is equally strong. It's not a whole lot of volatility. That's just saying they're equally strong. They're both neck and neck. No one is winning over the other. There's not a whole lot of volatility there. That's holding hands and singing kumbaya, right? We don't want that. We want Euro JPY because why? It has 4 bar difference. So we know that with Euro being stronger than the Japanese yen, we're going up because if the first currency is greater than the second currency, or if the base currency, which is Euro, is stronger than the quote currency, which is JPY, then we're going up in the market. If we're looking at USD JPY, we're going up in the market. If we're looking at AUD JPY, on the other hand, the second currency would be stronger. The quote currency would be stronger than the base, which is AUD. So therefore, you're going down in the market. What do you mean by you're going down? You're trending down. Should be pushing down. The power in the market should be going down. So AUD JPY, AUD USD should be going down. AUD CAD should be going down. So all the AUD pairs, pocket option folks, you should be looking to the downside. All right. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you, before even looking at TradingView, you've already formed a bias. All right. And that is good. Some people say you shouldn't have a bias. I am of the opinion that you should have an overarching bias. You should know whether the market is going either up or down and pick a direction to place your trades, which would be up or down. All right, so follow me on over to TradingView, where we're going to now be able to look at the markets. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, so we got some pairs moving off. All right, so we did some leverage trades last night, and the only reason why we got stopped out is because the market, our positions were very tight. But nevertheless, let's dive in. Let's dive in. All right, how you guys doing out there? How's my my folks doing out there? Y'all good? Y'all ready? We are live. We are live. All right, so for those of you who are watching live on YouTube, I will remind you again that this is for educational purposes only. All right, there should be no shape nor form be taken as financial advice. Be very careful. Maintain proper risk management. I know a lot of YouTubers out there will tell you you can make $2 million from $100. That's garbage. All right. That's not what trading is about. And if you try that as an inexperienced person, you could lose all your money. All right. So just follow along if you can and see how we trade a strategy that we have developed over the years by the name of Ready, Set, Go. All right. So we're looking at Euro JPY. Let me ensure that we have everything set up, guys. Go ahead and open up your brokers. Ensure that you're not trying to catch up on your broker when we are placing trades because you were not prepared. All right. Ensure that you are prepared to take your trades. All right. All right, cool. Nice like rice. I got you guys. Up and grateful. Smash TP last night. Woohoo! Let's go. That's what's up. That's what's up. EU and UJ smash TP. All right. Let's take profit. Wonderful. Awesome, awesome, awesome job, cuz I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So we're looking at currency strength meter and Euro JPY. We need to be going up with Euro JPY as it had showed. And yes, you can see we are going up in the market, guys. We just broke back through the EMA after pushing down, 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 down. We started to push up, 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 up. And now we're where we are. Still moving somewhat sideways. We have not yet established a trend to the upside. We're still somewhat moving sideways. Okay, so we'd have to be careful with that. So we're not ready with EJ as yet. How about UJ? How about UJ? Are we ready with a trade idea with UJ? Oh, look at that. UJ bounced off or ceiling right here as expected and just took off. And so we're not ready for that as yet either. We're coming down, coming down. We're not quite there as yet. Euro USD, let's look at that. Uh, that was saying that it's neck and neck. Yeah, it was saying that it's neck and neck. And we can see that it has been moving sideways, somewhat moving in a downward market from all the way up here. You can see the EMA is red. That helps us to identify the trend. We use indicators, guys, to take the guesswork out of it, because a lot of people, when they look at the naked charts, are not quite sure, are we going up, down, or sideways? They don't know. They don't know. You have to identify um, three things. You have to identify the condition your market in the market, up, down, or sideways. You have to identify the phase or the cycle of the market that you're in, whether you're on the impulse or the retracement. And you need to understand when it is that you actually get into a reversal zone through break and retest when to pull the trigger. All right. Those main things. Let's look at AUD CAD, which should be selling. All right, so we're moving sideways on that. Let me go ahead and erase everything. And AUDJPY, how about that? How are we looking? Also moving sideways, unbelievable. So the ones that should be trending down is also moving sideways. So Mark, how do you know it's moving sideways? What do you mean? Let's look at it together. If you look at this, right, you can see it's moving sideways versus when I move out, look at from here to here. You see how it's moving down? These aren't moving down. It's moving down here. It's moving down here and here, but it's staying within a zone. It's ranging. This is not ranging. Even if I try to make a big zone for it to stay in, you'll see that the zone would be up here and the zone would be down here. So that's a very big zone, right? We're not ranging there. We're ranging here. Look at this from here to here. It's a big range sideways. Hmm? But if you zoom out, you're going to see overall we're in a downtrend. So always zoom out when in doubt. Okay. All right. So let's start off by analyzing USD JPY, see if we can get our trade idea going. I want to make sure I delete everything. And we start off on the daily time frame. When we start off on the daily time frame, guys, we can get a bird's eye view of what's going on in the marketplace with UJ. So you can see that we've been trending up. You guys see it? If you see it, see how it's trending up? All right, good. With that trending up, with that push, we're going to continue. We're going to assume that we're going to continue moving up. And we can only assume that's going to continue moving up until it gives us a reason to think that it's going to be moving down. And I haven't gotten that reason. So I'm going to assume that it's still moving up. All right. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to identify what happened yesterday and work our way down to or trade idea. So this is the candle that represents yesterday. You can look down here on trading view. You see the 26th of September. That is yesterday. And so what we can tell from looking at this candle is that yesterday was somewhat kind of a day where neither the buyers nor the sellers were able to really dominate. But the buyers won yesterday. They didn't won by a whole lot, like by a big margin, as you can see here. The volume in this candlestick and the movement to the upside is massive. The mere fact that the candle is green is telling us that it was a bullish market yesterday. The buyers were in control. So we want to identify the highest point. It's called the open, high, low, and close. You can see it up here. Open, low, high, and close. All right. You can see it in green up here. The letters are white. Once you put your cursor on a candlestick, it will tell you those numbers. Now, why you think those numbers are there? Very important to know what happened previously. Okay, so we're looking at the daily, and in between this zone creates what is known as a resistance. If you come on to the session on a Friday, if you're on the session on a Friday, if you are in our mentorship group, we go over this every Friday. We go over training. All right, we look at the ready, set, go strategy in detail. We always do some amazing analysis work on the charts. This week is going to be amazing. I'm going to introduce another indicator. Last week we introduced the Bollinger Bands. This week we're going to introduce another indicator that I know you guys are going to love. All right. So we're looking at the daily. I'm going to recognize that the daily has broken past yesterday's resistance. Open, I mean close rather. Open was down here. Close is up here. High is up here. And the low is down here. It opened here and it's pushing up, but it's in the resistance zone. So, yo, anything can happen in this zone. It can reverse and drop right back on down. Until you break the daily resistance, yesterday's high, break it and close, anything can happen. All right. So let's drop down to the 1 hour because I sense that the market is dropping now. Yes, on the 1 hour, you can see the selling pressure coming in. All right. And so I'm going to look at the 1 hour resistance and the 1 hour support. Pushing back down. 15 minutes. You can see the push. It's breaking past that 15-minute mark. Time now is 26 after. So you can see we're coming right back on down. Okay. Actually, our RSI is where we need it to be. She's pushing down heavily. All right, so we're looking now to say, okay, where could we take this trade potentially? Well, I usually look to the left to get it right. And when I look to the left, I see here that we have a zone over here, a resistance zone over here. This resistance zone was broken. It was retested once. We're retesting it again. We could see price push on back up from that resistance zone. Failing that, we have another resistance zone right here. Okay, so price could want to push down to there also. I'm looking to see if there are any imbalances in the market that price may want to fill on its way down. I'm not seeing too many strong ones here, so we could be getting ready to turn around right here. Very short-lived push, but it is a push nonetheless. And so I'm not going to question if this is strong or if it's weak or if this is the right place to turn around or if it's the wrong place. I don't have time to question. I just go with my objective decision, my objective trading decision rule book that states that if I am back into a zone, if my RSI is oversold, if the time is 30 minutes after 45 or the hour, I am going to pull the trigger in the direction that my trade should be going. All right. So I'm looking at that for an entry. So that's UJ. So we're looking for price to pull down, retest, and push to the upside. All right, good. That was UJ. How about EJ? EJ also looking nice. So we have UJ and EJ, right? Looking nice, looking ripe for the push. Let's see if we're gonna get it because she's already rejecting off that ceiling turn floor. You guys can see that loud and clear. She already got rejected and she could be pushing up from here. A lot of people may be sketchy about this because of the RSI though. All right. A lot of people could be sketchy about it because of the RSI, but hi guys, set your risk, take your trade. If you're concerned that it may not move the way you want it, still take the trade. Take it in demo if you need to, because you need the practice of pulling the trigger. So the 30 after is up on us. All right, the 30 after is upon us. We have EJ and we have UJ that's set up. EU is not set up yet. We would be looking for a sell opportunity here. So we would have to be looking for price to come up to here and retest it to continue going back down, or you would have to test one of these lows. Okay, but those lows are done. It's already climbing. It turned around and it's now selling. All right, so we're now at the 30 after mark. Let's go over to UJ and EJ and see if we are getting any movement to the upside. All right, 5 minutes is still showing that we could go down back to the RSI a little bit more. I personally am going to wait for that. EJ is already firing off. If you're going to be taking this on the 58 second, that should be approaching soon. You can see on the 1 minute that it's already taken off, and that is EJ. Ensure you have 3 minutes set on the clock. All right. And ensure that you are prepared to take this trade mentally and you are prepared to take a L mentally. So the 58 is coming up in 3, 2, 1. Right. That will be the entry if you're taking this trade. That will be the entry if you're taking this trade right here. Right here. Okay. So this is the 30 after candle. This is the first 1 minute after the 30 after, which would be the 31, which is what we're on right now. The 31st minute is what we're on right now. We're going to be in this trade for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's all dependent upon how long you want to stay in it. But this is binary trading, guys. And in binary trading, it's binary. It's a yes or no. It's not a maybe. It's not a pull out. It's not a stop loss or a take profit. It's you're going to be in it for 3 minutes. All right. Now you have some brokers that will allow you to do fancy things like roll over and buy more time and all these other things, right? Well, we don't necessarily do that here. We take our L's and we keep it moving, or we try to mitigate our L by doing what we call a double up. It's a technique that when the trade is not going in our way, we take it by doubling our amount and going in again. All right, let's look at UJ to see how that's moving. All right, so UJ decided to take off like a rocket. All right, so this would have been the 30 after. All right, this would be your 31. And you can see, guys, how UJ has just taken off like nobody's business. All right, you can see how she's just moving away. Nice reaction off the zone. This was ideally what we wanted if the RSI could have just come down just a tad bit more and give us the entry. Guys, again, we follow our objective trading decisions or objective trading rules. We don't think what the market is going to do. We act according to what our objectives are. Okay, we just do what it says. It's either right or it's wrong. All right. Right now it's dropping. So if you had taken this for 1 minute, you would be in the red. All right. Big drops, big drops. Look, let's look at EJ. Big drops on EJ as well. So this would have been your entry. If you did it for 1 minute, you'd have cleared. 2 minutes, you'd have cleared. You're on your last 3 minute right now. So if you took it for one, you'd have cleared. You took it for two, you'd have cleared. If you took it for three and you were right on target with your entry, you're right back to break even right now. Let's see if the market is going to pull up or if it's going to push down. If it pulls up, you will win. If it pushed down, you'll take an L. All right, you got just about 320. All right, how did you guys fare out? Let me know. All right, let me see if you guys cleared. Took an L. J cleared, L, low risk cleared. Yeah, so that was a mixture of clear and L depending on where you got in. That's a mixture of a clear and L depending on where you got in. I took an L. I definitely took an L on that. It did not give me the entry that I wanted ideally. And so I was a little bit high on my entry, came down and took me out. So remember I was talking about the RSI not being where it should be below, but it was good enough. It was touching. For me, touching is good enough. I'll take it, right? But we would really like for it to be underneath the green and turning up. So we may have another opportunity here. You guys can make the decision if you want to take another position on it, or if you want to take that L and call it a lesson. All right. All depends on your risk management. So the market is now pushing down. And let me show you what I was talking about. This green line, we need the market to be below the green line and turning up when we take our trade. Just now it was like on the line, like how you see this one here came down and touched it and pushed up, came down right below it here and pushed up. This one is below it and then pushed up. This is a higher probability trade versus these. All right. So that's what we got just now. Sometimes that happens. All right. It is what it is. Don't cry over it. So let's keep it moving. Let's see where the price wants to go. She wants to continue dropping a little bit lower. I'm looking to the left to see why is that. And I can see absolutely why. All of this is imbalance in the market. All of this is imbalance. She could definitely want to come down to where she's at right now, touch it, and then keep moving. You guys see that? Yeah. So I'm going to see if, because it looks like she's done with that area. She's given that touch to the imbalance. So I'm looking to see if we're going to get a convincing candle on this on the 58-second. That will give you just about, let's see, just about 3 minutes to the 540 candle. All right. Just about 3 minutes to the 540. The 58 is coming up, right? 3, 2, 1. That's the 58 after, right? Again, RSI is below the green, not yet turned to push up. So you have to be very cautious with RSI trades like that. Okay. But we did see where price come down, fill the imbalance right here. All right, touched it, literally touched it. Let's see if she wants to push. In addition to that, I can look on the fibs and I can go from the low point to the high point, and I can see where she's at the 61.8, right? Now my eyes can see that without drawing the fibs, but I have to draw the fibs so everyone else can see it as well. Okay, this is an impulse, guys. When you're using the fibs, watch this. From this low point to this high point is the impulse. This is known as the pullback or the correction. This is a pullback or a correction to do what? Continue moving to the upside. So when you look at the percentage pullback from here, this would be 100%. Let's say this would be like 10. This would be 30. This would be 50. This would be 60. Then you get to the 61.8, the 70.6, the 79, And then all the way down here would be a 100% retracement. That's how you read the fibs. This would be a 100% retracement of this impulse leg pushing up. All right, a 100% pullback would be here. If it's at the 61.8, ladies and gentlemen, that is a pretty good, accurate suggestion that the price is going to shift to the upside. If it gets to the 70.6, good. 79, fantastic. Okay, so those are the three numbers that I use when I'm using my fibs as what I call the golden ratio. So that's how I use the fibs, guys. The free lesson right there for those of you who are watching on YouTube who've been confused about the Fibonacci retracement tool. There you go. You're welcome. Hit the like button. Please do go ahead and subscribe if it is that you like how I teach, and if it is that you get some, if you've gotten some value and some clarity from just being on the session so far. Hey, if you're totally confused, I'd go ahead and put in the chats confused. Put in the chats, guys, confused. If you do not have a clue, if this is all Chinese to you, put confused in the chats, all right? If this is some new language, Spanish or something, maybe you don't understand Italian, just put it in the chat. This is Forex, and you should learn this language, guys. So I'm about to clear in 3, 2, 1. I just cleared. Let me know if you guys cleared as well. That was an absolutely fantastic push to the upside by EJ. Like I said, the convincing candle gave us the move. We were in it right literally here on the 36 after. This was the 35. The 36 gave us the move. I said we were going to be in it till 5:40. The time now is 5:40. This was your first, second, and your third minute. All right. So everyone cleared that trade. Absolutely fantastic. It's heading for the imbalance. That it did, G. That it did. It went for the imbalance, cleaned it out, and just moved. Hey, guys, the imbalance is all the secret. The imbalance is all the secret. Don't tell nobody. But once we see that, we know we have a high probability trade. We don't know anything. We have a high probability trade. Let's pop some smoke, guys. Wait. Hey. Woo! There you go. There you go. There you go. I know you guys love it. I know you guys love it. All right. So we have a bunch of clears in the chat. All right. The family has cleared. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So let's see if there's any other setups that we could potentially have in the market this morning. We see that UJ already made its strides to the upside. We were looking at it from where? From all the way down here, and she just absolutely roared to the upside. Euro USD, we need to find out what she's doing. She's now at the floor. All right, she's at the floor. And what we need to see from her right now is a breakout and a retest. We need to see a breakout and a retest and a push to the downside. All right, if we're going to continue this movement down, we need to see either one of those things play out. Either she's going to break this floor that we have drawn and retest it and drop, or she's going to push back to the upside and then drop, in which case she would be still ranging. Or she can just totally decide, you know what, time to buy, and the buyers come in and flush the market to the upside. That could also be a potential opportunity to ride the market up. But so far, it seems as though she's dropping. Don't know when she's going to give us an idea. We don't know when she's going to give us a setup, not an idea. We already have the idea. The setup would be up here. And I don't have the time to sit around and wait. So what do? I simply set an alert on my RSI. You know, when I figured out that you could set alerts on different things, I got so ecstatic. I thought once upon a time that you could only set the alert on the chart. I didn't know you could actually set it on indicators. I didn't know you could actually set it on drawings. Like you can literally click on a drawing and set an alert. All right, for example, let's say this line here, this horizontal line. Let me see so you guys can see. So I drop that line. Yeah, did you know you can actually set an alert on the line itself? Add alert on the horizontal ray? Yeah. I can add an alert on my EMA so that whenever she comes back and touches her, I can drop with it. Some people have a strategy like that too. On Friday, I'm going to be showing you guys that strategy with the multiple EMA strategy. All right. Like you have 3 different EMAs, and once they're fanned out and correctly in order and hits one or either of them, you have a setup. Awesome type, awesome strategy. Yeah, you can put the indicators anywhere. Okay. I love it. Let's go look at the A's, guys. Let's look at the odds. Let's see what the odds are doing. So remember we had identified the odds as consolidating. So we see it's holding a strong line here with the exception of this push down here, which we know how the banks rule. We know how the banks rule when they do that, looking for liquidity. All right, those central bankers, those guys, right? Those guys, you have to watch out for them. They're the ones who move the markets with the big trillions of dollars and billions of dollars that they have, guys. Us retail traders, we don't really budge the market. I mean, we can't move the market. We can't even move a candlestick with the money we have. It's the central banks that move these markets. All right. The bankers, the big central bankers who are playing in this arena. This is their arena. They move and shift money around, and we're just on for the ride. You ever watch those big those movies, those documentaries like National Geographic, and you see those whales, those big whales, and there's this little tiny whale that's sucked on to that big whale, just latched on, and everywhere it goes, you see it's fluttering around, following. The best central bankers are the big whales. We're the little stragglers because we're the babies that's hanging on, hanging on for dear life. What's an analogy? They're the big whales, all right? We're the tiny whales. We're hanging on though. We're hanging on. And we're looking for the same thing here, guys. We're looking for a breakout, or a touch to the upside and a move to the downside. All right. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to get this area. We're trying to take a trade in that area right there, right now. This is a possibility because we're ranging. So from we're down here, we're gonna go up here and then we'll come back down. Hey, let me not say that because it could also break out here, retest, and keep moving to the upside as well, right? We know that to be true. That happens sometimes. But with how weak AUD is at this time, I see the market continuing to the downside and breaking out of this range, as you can see. And we need to just push to the downside. Notice my line here. We have a little tiny wick, but it hasn't broken it. Yeah, that's because it's still testing this area. Okay. Now, a lot of people may jump in and say, okay, why can't we just buy the market up if we know that it's ranging and every time it comes here, it goes up? Every time it comes here, it goes up. Every time it comes here, it goes up. Every time it comes here, it goes up. Why now that it's here, can't we go up? Hey, can. That's your choice. You can do that. You can trade up, but I'm gonna tell you, because the Japanese yen is stronger than the AUD, it's telling us that Japanese yen wants to push down. And if the Japanese yen wants to push down, every time you take a trade here, it's risky. It's better when you take your trade from the top coming down, top going down, because you know it's a higher probability that if the price is going to break out, it ain't going to be to the upside. It's more than likely going to break out to the downside because the strength to the market is to the downside. All right. So, yeah, you can go ahead and try it. Try it. You might win. You might win multiple times, but I don't know when your luck is going to run out. All right. So, that's my advice to you on that. So let's go ahead with AUD USD. And we can see also that This is ranging. Tried to break out, but didn't quite make it. Mark, why did you say try to? Because I'm looking for the low, which is right here. This is my low, and I can see the price tried to break out by pushing down into it here, failed. Pushed back down into it here, failed. Pushed back down into it here, and it looks again like it may be failing. But what we're looking for is to see her break out, come back up to retest, and shift to the downside. All right, so we're looking for a breakout and a shift to the downside. All right, cool. Guys, the information that we've shared with you right now is worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Well, we're sharing it with you for free. Why? Because we can. Because we have nothing to hide here. A matter of fact, we're very transparent here on Profits Before Sunrise. All right. We take our L's and we take our wins and we keep it moving. But what is true is that, guys, we have an above 80% win rate with the strategy that we have. If you just simply follow it, if you just simply follow it and stay consistent, stay disciplined, right? Stay focused and have patience, you can absolutely transform your financial life. The future for you financially looks bright. I don't care what nobody says about how dark the market is. My market is pretty dark. You can see the background here, right? But we like to come on and shine light on the charts. All right. We are light bringers. And I can tell you this, it will help you to become a much better version of yourself just for learning. So just for that, it's worth it for me. All right. So if it is that you wish to trade with a community, we have tons of people from all walks of life. I'm talking from the very mature to the not so mature. You have from children to elderly. Guys, listen, we have everyone on these calls learning. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the time now is 5:50. We have just about 10 minutes left. I'm going to scan back through our first pairs. USD JPY is doing what it's supposed to do. That would have been a great leverage move as well, zone to zone. Let's see, EJ. Nice move as well. EJ came down, moved off the 61.8, came back down to the 61.8, moved again. We could have had another opportunity on EJ with this candlestick here. I wasn't keeping on staying focused on it. All right, but I'm pretty much sound with that because I did 1% on my first trade. That didn't look so good. Then I went 3% on the second, so I'm in profits. All right. All right, cool beans. All right, so I have a student saying he's already in on UJ on leverage. That's what's up. I would have taken EJ instead. I'll tell you why. I'd have taken EJ instead. I'll tell you why, G. For this, where's your TP? We know zone to zone is the best bet. Zone to zone is the best bet, right? If you're taking this, you're looking to the left, where's your TP? It wouldn't be here. You're breaking through the daily. Your TP is nowhere in sight. You're going to have to create a TP. To create a TP, you'd have to go with an extension of some sort of the fibs, or you'd have to go with the other one that I've taught you, right? The ATR, or you have to just go for a one-to-one based on your risk profile. So if you took the trade, let's say, I'm just going to run through this real quick, guys. It might be beneficial for some. Short move to the 15 resistance. Yeah, I get it. And that's the thing. It's short, right? So let's say we're pushing to here. That's what, 3 pips, 4 pips, right? But where's your stop loss? Your stop loss would have had to go below the low. Let's say down here, at least 2 pips below the low. That's about 6.2 pips. So not such a good ratio, right? Not such a good ratio. Or you would have to be even smarter. You could go all the way down here. That would be even a wiser position for your stop because it could break through and come to this level and push up. And you're in profits, you're in major profits, don't get me wrong. But while the EJ would be why I say the EJ would be a wiser move is because look at the distance from this convincing up to here. All right. I mean, it's still a little bit of piss, but it's better with respect to risk. That's 6.9, call it 7. And right below the low, if you're going to do a tight stop, it's fine. If you're going to go really low, it's 11, right? But at least you have a clear TP here, right? You have a clear TP. So that's the only reason why I'd say that, but absolutely fantastic move on both, right? I'll try and hold it though. I'll try and hold this one because the morning is bright and we have a lot of movement back to the upside. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't consolidate like it's been doing and it breaks out, gives you a retest on the high here and keep it moving. That'd be an amazing trade. You have absolutely been rocking it out, G, on leverage. You've been focused, not taking any prisoners, pulling the trigger, and that's just amazing. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Guys, that's our time. It's now 5:55, 5 minutes left. Again, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel. It does help us out significantly with the algorithm. And if you smash that like button, it also does help us out as well. If it is that you did not like what you heard today, please go ahead and tell us. Drop it into the comment, hit the dislike button if you wish, because that tells us also where we need to improve upon to help you guys with the information that we have, how to actually help to assist you guys to learn and earn in the largest financial markets in the world. Guys, with that being said, my name is Mark with the C. Blake. Again, it was my plum pleasing pleasure to share our strategy online with you guys. We hold nothing back. Our mentorship program, should you need one-on-one individual attention and you need a community to trade with on a daily basis, we do that every single day. All right. And I'm very, very, very excited for Monday mornings when we have our Mindset Mondays. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be nothing in the market if you don't have a sound mind. All right. And that is what we help each and every person to achieve here is emotional intelligence. That's why our program here is called Beyond the Charts. Right? We go beyond the charts to help you to become a brand new, better version of yourself so that you can become attractive, not to the girls and the guys, no, attractive to the marketplace so that you can attract and deserve the freedom financially that you desire. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, again, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe, follow us as we trade every single Wednesday morning live here on YouTube. All right.